Hey, what's going on, friends and family? It's me, Roosevelt Mitchell III, and thank you and welcome to my podcast, The Mitchell File. And today, or this morning, or at night, whenever you are watching this, I would like to address the new fashion for some. I won't say all men because I won't be partaking in the new fashion. So you can call me old fashioned, which is fine. I will accept that. But the rompers for men are, as I call them, man onesies. As you can see up here on the screen, these group of fellas raised, I believe on Kickstarter, they was trying to raise $10,000, on Kickstarter just to get some made or created to sell. But yet, people loved it so much that they raised over $100,000. They raised over six figures for a man onesie, which is crazy to me, right? Which is crazy to me. And a lot of people have been asking my thoughts about this. And the other day, when the first time I seen it on social media, which was, I believe, 2 days ago. In the last 2 days, my timeline on Instagram and on Facebook has completely been filled with opinions about the man rompers from men and women alike. And I've heard it all. I had fellas jump on my Instagram post stating that it is not for everyone, but they will certainly be buying some. And I had some women get on there and saying that I would not date a man who wear a man onesie. So, so the reviews are mixed, but yet, just like any other great marketing or advertising tool, it's almost like it's no bad press as long as it's consistently or constantly in the press, right? So it's been like viral on every platform. So in that sense, great for these guys, but where does it take us for fashion, especially fashion for men? My initial thoughts were, I just seen women this past weekend in rompers. Now all of a sudden, men have rompers too, right? So I'm just like, where are the lines? Are the clear cut lines? Now the lines are blurred, which sometimes what fashion does, it blurs lines, right? And to the point that I truly believe that men would have to take off all their clothes just to take a peek, right? If you got on a one piece, and many of the arguments from men is that the Dickie suits back in the day were one piece. And my rebuttal to that is, yeah, that's when they was going to work. If you're going to work, I understand. But a romper just to be cool. And I had I had a discussion with a coworker the other day who was a male. He stated, Mitchell, if you have ever worn a polo shirt, short sleeve polo shirt, with a pair of shorts with no pockets, with the shirt tucked in, then technically you have worn a romper. And I said, no, I have not. That's not a romper. It's not a one piece. I'm able to unzip and unbutton and use the restroom, or I'm able to untuck my shirt if I feel like it, or tuck my shirt in. I have options. That's not that's not a onesie. A onesie, you only have one option. You have to take it all off or not. Right? That's it. So this new phenomenon, that's what I would call it, or this new fashion wave is not for me. I will say that. Now I'm not gonna hate and knock on anyone who does it. Kudos to you, and again, kudos to these guys for coming up with something that a lot of people do love. But I'm just wondering, where is fashion really headed, right? Because Cam Newton, the quarterback of the Carolina Panthers, who he dresses off the cuff anyway, he had on a romper with a fedora hat on and some kind of shoes. He made a fashion statement. But with him and Russell Westbrook, who plays for professional basketball for Oklahoma City Thunder, they always dress off the cuff. So nothing surprises me about what those guys wear, right? So then you had models and male models wearing them and stuff like that. And, and some of them look fashionable in that sense, but most of them did not at all. So I was just, so again, it's mixed to me. It's mixed to me. And the teacher who was telling me that about, I technically worn one if I ever worn shorts with no pockets and a polo tucked inside it, stated that he was buying one, maybe more than one. So he really loved the concept. He really loved the style. So I think that again now, is it feminine, too feminine, all that stuff? That's not my call. Because fashion is fashion. We like what we like. And unfortunately for these fellas, I don't like this style, right? So it's just not for me. But I'm really getting a kick out of all of the memes that is being created about this. Using the bathroom or having to go inside a stall and cannot use a urinal and stuff like that. I mean, the memes are very, 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 very funny. But again, that's great for marketing for these guys. That's fantastic. So in the businessman that I am, and from that aspect, this is great, fantastic for them. But in the fashion piece, I don't think that I can wear a man onesie around my daughter and she still wears onesies, right? But that's just me. That's just me. So again, as I'm hoping this style just blows over, but then again, that's the same thing that people said about hip hop music. That's the same thing older folks said about curls, right? About bell bottoms, about high top shoes and stuff like that, right? So, this is just like a generational thing. So again, I try not to be old fashioned and say, well, back in my day, even though I'm not that old, to say back in my day or back when I was young, I try not to use that language, right? Because that tends to leave people behind, the people who are saying it rather, right? Because the only thing that's constant is change. Things continue to move. So I'm always not concerned about where things are at, but where they are headed. And we wearing man onesies like one sister said on my Facebook timeline. What's next? Purses and high heels? It's always what's next. It's always what's next. So it's going to be interesting to see. But as for me, like I told my fellow teacher, Mitchell will stick to a polo shirt and shorts that he has the option to tuck in or untuck or whatever. That's what I am going to stick to. But then again, I mean, who am I, right? So I would love to hear what you think about this. So please leave a comment in the section below. And again, let me know what you think of your significant other, if your husband or your boyfriend or the person you are talking to or whatever went out on a date or met your family in a onesie. I would love to know the reaction of you and your family. But thank you all so much for your time. Until next time, my friends, be blessed and be